Alright, so an update on the CB radio installation here. We have a Bearcat 880. I actually installed this CB 6 months ago, right after I got this. Let's turn this off. Kids are out riding four-wheelers and they're interrupting my video. So, we installed this CB, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it here on the side with these mounts, but I did. It fit very well. You have plenty of room to move the seat forward and back. So, I thought originally I was going to put it up here, but all the panels I find, not like the JK, it's not easy to attach an overhead panel up here. The other option was a bar that goes all the way across like this, and I thought of doing that. That would have put the CB right here, and I worried about hitting my head going off-roading or something and smacking my head in the corner of that box right there, and it hurt. So I didn't do the overhead route because I wanted this radio, and it was a very big radio. I think overhead will work for a small one, but not for a large one. So I'm going to answer my phone. So after the interruption from the phone call, now that I've decided I'm going to leave the CB here, at least for the foreseeable future, I had this wired into the 12-volt outlet right here, and it's time to make this a permanent mounting. So ended up ordering me a kit that would allow me to run still the same power source, still connected to the back side of this 12-volt outlet here. So I had a jumper in the back of it, ran the jumper along under here and back here behind the glove box. Now, drop the glove box down, push that tab up right there, and let's pull this out of the way. Matter of fact, we're going to completely move the glove box to the back seat. Now, with the glove box out of the way, say we turn on a little light here, what y'all say? I ran these wires previously, and here they are right here. There's the jumpers, and you see it's fused, has an inline fuse. So I'm going to run these wires under the carpet, up here, back here behind the glove box, into this jumper kit, which I got online. Now, start, we're going to have to cut these zip ties where I had this nice neat. I'll cut this piece off, and we'll tap it into that. Get the tools. Alright, let's cut these off.
Okay.
Sounds like a Daytona 500 going on out there. Sounds like a lot of fun happening without me. Those are cut. Alright, now we'll run these wires into the carpet. Get a rough idea of how much I'm going to need. Alright, let's just cut it here. This is probably way too much wire, but that's okay, I can cut more later. Do I run it over this mount or under this mount? Right behind that mount.
This one way. I'll turn the radio down.
Alright, so we've got the wires ran. Now, with the wires out of the way, first thing I want to do is tuck the carpet back in. Make sure everything fits. Something's binding right here. That's the fuse. That's what I was afraid of. I may have to keep the fuse out here accessible. I'll show you what's going on here. The problem I'm running into is this fuse here. such a short lead. If I put it right here behind the carpet, it's right there. The carpet needs to tuck in. I think I may have to leave that fuse exposed, which probably is not a bad thing. That way I can access it and change it if I need to. I would rather the wires be tucked away hidden, but I can't hide all the wires, so. Yeah, I think I'll have to just do that. I have to leave the fuse out and exposed. If the fuse wasn't so close to the radio, I could probably run it in there a little bit farther. Let's back you up here, get you a little more room, get me a little more room. Okay. With that there, carpet snaps back in. Did we go under everything? It's all formed back in place. Wiring is hidden. I think we're good to go. Awesome. Now, if you can see this, with my jumper right here, we'll probably go ahead and use some, just leave some of this excess wire in there in case I decide to reroute the radio later. So we'll trim it right here. We don't need to expose much wire, so we'll trim off maybe 1/4 of an inch of wire for these terminals. I'm going to guess that's an 18 gauge wire. Looking inside, yep, that didn't cut none of the wire strands, so that's a good guess, is 18 gauge. Alright, with a 1/4 inch exposed, the ground will go here. Then I'll screw that down with a flathead. Now, inside the barn, keep my tools covered to keep moisture out. Should be this drawer. Oh, that's my forks. Where are my little screwdrivers? I don't remember what drawer they're in. There they are. This is my old work toolbox, which I don't use anymore, so it's not home. Alright, yeah, let's take that there. I think this is what we're going to need. Alright, with the proper tool, we can now screw this down, secure that. All I needed was a smaller screwdriver. Same thing for the power side. There we have a good connection. Now what I like about this connection is that with it being screws, this will allow me to unscrew it later and change things if I do decide to change the routing of my power wires to move my radio somewhere else, or if I decide to change to a smaller radio. This will be a good kit. Now stuff the excess wiring back down the side along the carpet down here. This way it's clear of the glove box operation. There we go. Now, put the glove box back in. First, attach the hinges on the bottom. They're in place. This old tab here has to go under the other piece up here. It's in. Alright. Accessories on. CB works. Ain't nobody's on it because we're out in the middle of nowhere. So let's rotate all channels and see. Oh, that's the wrong button. Try this button. We'll rotate all the channels and see who's talking. And nobody's talking. Oh, hang on, radio. Alright, turn the radio off now. Alright, nobody's on the CB. That's alright. So you see there.
Don't have to send for a taxi to take it home.
Went back to channel 33. Alright, CB radio is installed. Completed. No more using the 12-volt adapter. Nice and clean here, no wires. You've seen the wires in previous videos right there. I believe they know I'm recording, so they're just coming in here with me.